once was a boy who had big dreams for himself. He wanted to write stories. He wanted to help people. He even wanted to be a leader one day. But every time he thought about starting, he said the same thing. "I'll do it tomorrow." He said that the next day too. And the next. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. But he never started anything. As the days passed by, his dad watched him from afar. He didn't yell. He didn't scold. One evening, he just handed the boy an old, rusty lantern and said, "Go to the cemetery before sunrise. Wait by the oldest grave." The boy was confused. Why go to a graveyard in the morning? But he trusted his dad. So he went. The next morning, the sky was still dark. The boy walked slowly through the fog and cold air. He held the lantern close. It felt strange, even a little scary. Then he saw an old stone covered in moss. The writing was hard to read, but after wiping it, he saw, "Here lies Roland, born with talent, died with excuses." The boy stared at it, not sure what to think. Then he heard footsteps behind him. An old man stood nearby. He looked like someone who had lived in the village a long time. He said, "Roland was smart, the smartest person I ever met. But he always said, 'I'll do it later.' He never ended up doing anything. Now he's just a name on a stone." The boy's heart felt heavy. He didn't want to go. But somehow, he felt like he knew him. They shared the same thing. The next day, the boy heard about a great contest. The winner's story would be read by people all over the world. He was excited. "This is my chance," he said. He had 2 weeks to finish, and instead of starting, he watched videos. He felt lives. He took notes. Each day, telling himself, "It's okay." And still had time. But time moves fast. The night before the contest ended, the boy sat at his desk. His notebook was empty. The screen glowed bright. He typed a few words, then stopped. He felt nervous. What if it's not good? What if I mess up? So he made 2, then watched just one more video. And another. He looked at the clock. Midnight. The deadline had passed. He had listened. The boy felt sick inside. He thought of the grave. And how maybe someday, someone would say the same thing about him. Born with talent, died with excuses. That night, the boy had a strange dream. He was in a room full of clocks, all ticking. In the middle, an old man sat writing with shaky hands. The boy looked closer. It was him. The old man whispered, "I waited too long. I thought I had more time, but I didn't." Darren woke up sweating. The sun was rising. His room was quiet. His notebook was still open. He took a deep breath, then picked up his pen, and he started to write. He didn't say later. He just did it. That day, he learned something big. Time won't wait, and dreams don't come true unless you start. He remembered a quote his dad once shared. "The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now." So, he started, and he kept going. One day at a time. He still had hard days. Sometimes he still wanted to say, "I'll do it later." But then he'd remember the grave and the dream, and that was enough. If there's something you want to do, don't wait. Start with one small step. Draw the first line. Write the first word. Say the first yes, because one day you'll look back and be glad you started. And you'll never say, "I could have, but I didn't." You don't need to be the smartest, the fastest, or the best. You just need to begin. And once you do, you'll never procrastinate again.